Hello and welcome back to my channel, YouTube. This is iPhone Pro. It's been a little while since I made a video, so I'm really happy to be back with you. And I've got something great to share with you today. Prior to joining you today, I had the Hewlett-Packard TX2Z1000, which was a tablet PC. Traded that puppy in. I got myself an EXOPC PC, and that's out of Canada, and actually it's running the Windows Microsoft 7. I actually went to EXOPC.com to purchase the tablet, and it took me to Microsoft, and that's where I bought the PC. I love it. So far, I'm very impressed, and I want to share what I have with you today. Alright, also I want to let you know, if you didn't already, I'm coming at you from touchswipe.com. If you don't know what that is, that's a forum, a community forum where it's free and we share our experience, strength, and hope as far as touchscreen devices. We've got everything from touchscreen PCs to touchscreen phones to you name it. So come on down, you're going to get a lot of apps, games, tips, and tricks in the touchscreen community. I assure you, if you aren't aware of it, you do want to be. There's everything from touchscreen user interfaces for PCs to games and apps. Everything you could ever want on customization, tips, and tricks. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes here. This is my favorite toy of all these days. I've wanted a tablet PC for quite some time. I noticed the majority of tablet PCs are Android operating systems. Very rarely do you see one these days that is a Windows 7. I know Hewlett-Packard was coming out, but this is a huge contender with the Hewlett-Packard tablet. Reason I got a Windows 7 PC, I'm a web designer, and of course I like all the Adobe software, so right there was the reason for my being. Anyway, you can see my desktop here. I just put my tablet here right on a stand, and I've got my Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. They work wirelessly, which is great, and when I'm ready to go out somewhere or out to meet a client, I just disconnect this bad boy, pick it up off the stand, and take it with me. That's the beauty of it right here. So let's get into what's behind this tablet PC and what's special about it. The form factor of this PC, I mean, it's just ultra thin. It's got an 11.6-inch screen. And let's see what we have here. We've got two speakers here on the bottom. I know we don't have a lot of light here, so bear with me. We've got a dock connector there in the very center. And I'll go ahead and go over what we have. So if you can't see it, I'll at least explain it. We've got a SIM card slot. We've got your multifunctional SD card slot. We've got a headphones jack. We've got two USB connectors. HDMI out. Woohoo! And you got your power in there. Nothing here. We got a little spot for the fan. Keep the PC cool, nothing on the side here, and that's it. The back is a pretty sleek looking form factor. It's got EXOPC. It's made of that rubbery plastic form. I love it. It's just easy to grip. I don't feel like I'm going to drop this at all. I mean, I've got a good grip on it. It feels nice. As you can see, it says HDMI very clearly, and I like to have that. I like people to know that what I'm working with here. High definition multimedia interface device. Alright, and you got your 1.3 megapixel webcam right here in the middle. It does have a, you're not going to be able to see it, but it does have a light sensor here for the brightness. And let's go ahead and go into what's going on with the computer here. We're going to go into the computer properties. Bingo. We're running Windows 7. I know you can't see this very well. Windows 7 Home Premium. Let's see. We've got an EXOPC Slate. Intel Atom CPU. It's got the N450, which is standard in a lot of the netbooks. It's a 1.6 7 gigahertz processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM. This right now is a 32-bit operating system. I do believe this can run a 64-bit, although I'm not certain. It has 2 available touch points, which is a little less than what I'm used to with my TX2Z. I believe that had somewhere in the neighborhood of 4. But, you know, not a real big deal to me, honestly. Everything is standard out of the box. As you can see, I can scroll and flick and go back and forward. I can zoom in with the pinch. I don't know if it's going to do it here. It will on the internet. Let's go into Firefox here and just show you a little bit of the browsing experience. Got about 4 or 5 minutes here, so I will try to hurry up. And this thing has a great amount of features, and I do want to get everything into you today. So we've got you've got your pinch to zoom here, as you can see. And of course you've got your G sensor, so you can turn it here. It's got the Wi-Fi, built-in Bluetooth. Gotta have the built-in Bluetooth personally. Don't think it has GPS, but it is easy to add that addition to the PC. Okay, and what's unique about the EXOPC is it has its own user interface. By EXOPC. You can learn a lot about it. If you Google EXOPC forum, there is a forum with a lot of tips and tricks on the EXOPC. Really, if you go to touchswipe.com, you're going to find a great deal that you can do with this tablet as far as customization tips. Now, this is great, man. You've got this user interface. You've got round icons. You can, drag them around, move them around from here to there. It has its own app store. It's not much of a store considering everything on it is free, which is great. If it's free, it's for me, It's got all apps and games and music. It's awesome. Awesome. A lot of the apps and stuff and games, here's an air hockey. A lot of the apps and games and stuff are really kind of, just starting out. You remember when the iPhone was just starting out, the apps weren't all that great, games were all that great. Then Android, the apps and games were all that great. Well, things get better, obviously, and it kind of has that facade of just starting out. So I'm not picking on it though. A lot of the apps and games these developers have made for this, I've been enjoying them. I like them quite a bit. So I'm not gonna down on that. Now this obviously has multitasking. It's a Windows PC, but this user interface is built and based on multitasking, so you get a really good experience with that. I'm going to go on to this air hockey game because I think it's pretty cool. Just to give you a little review here of something that it's got, man. I mean, it's very touch friendly. It doesn't skip a beat. It's not hesitant. It works very well. And another thing you can do with this PC is, from what I'm understanding, is you can put Migo on here, which is an Intel Intel operating system, which is really cool. Very touch interface. It's all built and based around touch. Also, I believe you can put Android on here. You can put Linux, of course, and of course you've got Windows 7, which is my preference here. So, that's pretty much all I have to share with you today. I love this tablet, man. I mean, look at this thing. It's lightweight, it's thin, it's very it's new, man. It's great. It's got all the features you could want. The only limitation I had with it was the 64 gigabytes of hard drive space. To me, that's not a lot. I like having 300, 500, something like that. But if you wanna put all your software on that, then put your software on the 64 gigabytes, and then get yourself a 32 gigabyte card for the PC, so SD card, so you can put all your your multimedia games or your multimedia movies and music and whatever on that. You know what I mean? So that's all we have for you today. Thanks again, YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think of the video and the EXOPC down below. And definitely check out touchswipe.com. You'll be glad you did. Let them know I sent you. Thanks, YouTube. Have a great day.